Although ours is a representative democracy, and although the millennial generation now constitutes the largest generational cohort in the United States, young elected leaders, defined as those under the age of 35, remain underrepresented in politics at the local, statewide, and national levels. The Young Elected Leaders Project is a cohort study that was first launched in 2002 at the Eagleton Institute of Politics by Ruth Mandel and Kleeman. Today, the project employs a mixed methods research approach to both examine the magnitude of youth underrepresentation in politics and to gain qualitative insights into the factors that shape young elected leaders' pathways to office and approaches to governing. During the 2020 election, we collected birth date information for congressional candidates identified in all states and territories, which allowed us to construct and maintain a unique, robust dataset. Our 2020 congressional candidate analysis confirmed that millennials and young leaders were underrepresented in the candidate pool. Just 14% of the candidate pool belonged to the millennial generation, and just 8% were 35 or younger. While youth were underrepresented in the 2020 candidate pool, this trend is only exacerbated among elected officials. In the 117th Congress, just 6% of members are millennials. Importantly, these members are not descriptively representative of their generation. While millennials are both the largest and the most diverse generational cohort, millennials in Congress are primarily white and primarily male. If we compare millennial candidates to millennials in the U.S. population, we can see that millennials are well represented as candidates. For every one millennial candidate, there are 2 millennials in the population. But among elected representatives, there is just 1 millennial representative for every 4 millennials in the population. This suggests that youth underrepresentation is not solely a product of a low supply of candidates. To gain insights into other factors that may shape representation and into the generational traits that make those young leaders who do hold public office unique, we conducted interviews with a sample of young state legislators who are diverse in terms of their gender, their race, their ethnicity, and their partisanship. Though our interviewees did cite difficulties in raising money, in overcoming generational stereotypes, and in balancing personal and professional obligations as being factors that may deter other young people from pursuing politics, our sample consisted of community-oriented idealists who saw local and statewide elective office as presenting an ideal opportunity to effect positive change incrementally. Our interviewees also suggested that pivotal events and shared generational experiences, including the 2008 financial crisis and the 2008 and 2016 elections, may have given young leaders unique perspectives that transcend partisan differences and will allow them to work effectively across the aisle with other young leaders. Our research aims to contribute to the small but growing area of scholarly interest in youth political participation and representation. It also lays the foundation for future cross-generational comparisons of young leaders. To conclude, I would like to thank the other members of the Young Elected Leaders Project team, including Elizabeth Maddow and Brittany Onlar, for their continued support with this work, as well as the Eagleton Institute of Politics and the Aresti Research Center for Undergraduates for providing our team with a platform to share our research. Thank you.